Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the solutions of exercise 1.3 of your class 10th mathematics. The subtopic for this is revisiting irrational numbers. Revisiting means we have already done your irrational number in your 9th class. So you can see my video on this on number system and you'll get to know all the definitions related to the terms, the numbers used in this section. So, but again I am giving you a definitions which are useful in this section. So first definition is rational number. What is a rational number? To define irrational number, we need to know what is actually a rational number first of all. So what is a rational number? Rational number is a number which can be expressed in the form of a by b, that is in the form of a fraction. Secondly, the condition over a and b is that a and b both should be integers. Z denotes your integers, right? And your b should not be equal to 0. Never, the denominator should never be equal to 0. So if all the three conditions, that is, it is of the form a by b in a form of fraction, your a, b are integers and your denominator is not equal to 0, then all the three conditions are satisfied, then it is a rational number. In higher classes, you will get to know that this definition also contains this condition. This condition says that a and b do not have any other common factor other than 1, right? Like if you take any number, say 3 by 7. So 3 by 7 do not cancel out any factor. So 3 by 7 means 3 and 7 have no common factor other than 1. So it is a perfect rational number. If you take the number 2 by 4 suppose, so 2 by 4 you cancel out and you get 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 is a perfect rational number. 2 by 4 is not a perfect rational number, right? So this definition also contains this condition and this is useful when you solve other questions of this exercise, similar exercise, right? So you should remember this condition as well. Again now, what is the irrational number? Irrational number is any number which is not rational. So if any of these three conditions, that is, it is a fraction, a and b are integers and denominator is not equal to 0. Any of this, one of this condition is not satisfied, any of this condition is not satisfied, or all of the conditions is not satisfied, then it is a irrational number, right? Now also you know that group of rational numbers and group of irrational numbers combine to form a bigger group called real numbers. This we have discussed in our 9th class and also I have shown you in the video on number system. I have given you a link and you can click and you can see that video as well. So it is a bigger class called real numbers. Now I am coming on to the exercise. Before that, I have a small theorem which says that let p is a prime number, p denotes a prime number, and if p divides a square, divides, the sign of divides is this straight line, okay? So if p divides a square, then p divides a square, then p divides a. It says that अगर कोई भी प्राइम नंबर होता है जो कि स्क्वायर ऑफ द नंबर को डिवाइड कर रहा है तो वो उस नंबर को भी डिवाइड करेगा where your a is any positive integer. Plus sign denotes positive integer, right? So let's see how this theorem works. So let us assume that your a is any number, positive integer, which can be written in the form of p1, p2 up to pn by prime factorization, fundamental theorem of arithmetic, prime factorization of the number, which is actually fundamental theorem of arithmetic which we have done in the last section 1.2, right? So any number can be broken in the product of primes that we have written, right? Now if you square this number, you will get a square is equal to p1, p2 up to pn whole square, that is p1 square, p2 square and up to pn square, right? Now it is given that your p divides a square, right? Now if your p divides a square, right, that means p is one of the factor of a square. That means कि a स्क्वायर के जितने फैक्टर्स हैं p1 स्क्वायर, p2 स्क्वायर, pn स्क्वायर, इनमें से कोई एक p है, राइट? क्योंकि फैक्टराइजेशन यूनिक है अकॉर्डिंग टू फंडामेंटल थ्योरम ऑफ अर्थमेटिक. अकॉर्डिंग टू fundamental theorem of arithmetic, your factorization is is unique. So therefore your p is one of the factors of a square. Therefore your p is one of p1, p2 up to pn. इनमें से ही कोई एक के इक्वल है, राइट? सो अगर वो इनमें से किसी एक के इक्वल है, दैट मीन्स ऑल्सो योर ए इज p1, p2 अप टू pn. तो अगर वो इनमें से किसी एक के इक्वल है तो फिर वो a को भी डिवाइड करेगा, बिकॉज a क्या है? इनकम प्रोडक्ट. सो अगर वो p को डिवाइड कर रहा है, मतलब a स्क्वायर को डिवाइड कर रहा है, तो मतलब p इनमें से कोई है. अगर p इनमें से कोई है, वन ऑफ दीज फैक्टर्स हैं, तो ऑब्वियसली a जो है वो भी इनका प्रोडक्ट है. तो दैट मीन्स कि वो a को भी डिवाइड करेगा. ठीक है. सो बाय यूजिंग फंडामेंटल थ्योरम ऑफ अर्थमेटिक यू कैन सॉल्व दिस. सो अगर वो किसी नंबर के स्क्वायर को डिवाइड कर रहा है, कोई प्राइम नंबर, तो फिर वो उस नंबर को भी डिवाइड करेगा. दिस इज द थ्योरम एंड दिस इज यूज्ड टू शो दैट योर any number, root number is irrational. So in this exercise we are going to solve questions related to this only. So like this is the question to show that root 2 is irrational. So if you understand one of the questions, you will be able to solve other questions in a similar way, right? So we'll see that how we are going to show that root 2 is irrational. So here we are using contradiction technique. Contradiction means, it's a big word, but it means that we are going to assume the opposite of what we have to prove, right? So हम लोग assume वो करेंगे जो हमें prove नहीं करना. ठीक है. जो हमें prove करना है उसका उल्टा हम assume करेंगे. So हमें prove करना है कि root 2 एक irrational number है, तो उसका उल्टा क्या होगा?